You are now listening to Mike's Opinion. Logic Unleashed.
That's right. You are now listening to the Mike's Opinion podcast. Thank you so much for listening. How do you do? How are you? How you doing? Omicron got you yet? That's the latest variant. And I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny. The Omicron variant of COVID-19. Is it even COVID-19 anymore? Is it like COVID-24? I don't know. The coronavirus. I hope you're doing okay. As I always do, those that follow, thank you so much for doing so. I always want to know how you're doing. Always, you can chime in, hit me up, mikesopinionshow@gmail.com. You can find it in the show notes. That's mikesopinionshow@gmail.com. Of course, hit me up. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, all the places. Hit me up. Holla at me. Follow me. Share. You are a part of this show. Okay? Y'all know I don't have no big branding, all these famous people, they're already actors, singers, directors, they got all this, and they want to jump into the podcast space. And I'm not hating, do you, but I'm not them. I'm just like you. I'm just me. I'm not in a big studio. I'm in my home studio. I'm at the crib. Just recording because I love doing this. Will I blow up? Yes and no. And I say yes and no because I'm trying to do this and keep my anonymity. I really don't want to be famous, right? But can you not be famous and blow up at the same time? Let's make that happen. Huh? Let's make that happen. But hey, it's December now. That's right. Just a few weeks till Christmas time, and then 2022 is right around the corner already. But that's not this episode. We're going to have a year in review episode coming up before the end of the year, of course, because then it would be a year in review. Now, would it? So I truly do hope you're doing okay. Physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, all the things. And if you're not, find a way to get your center, find a way to be okay. Find a pathway to okay. I always start my show because I really want us all to be okay. I'm searching for utopia, baby. Where is it at? Where's utopia? Can you point me in the direction of the utopia? Anyway, before we get to today's topic, which is the Metaverse. The Metaverse. Yes. If you don't know, you gonna know. At least a little bit more than maybe you did know. So, just to touch on, I mentioned the Omicron variant is here. Jussie Smollett is in court. There was another school shooting. This is not the update episode. The update prior to this was my latest update. Go check that out. But today we're not talking about none of that. None of that. We're talking about our future today, which is really already here, but not a lot of people up on it because it just really hasn't crossed over. Because when it does cross over, we all gonna be walking around with virtual reality headsets on our faces, on our heads, because that is what this is going to involve. What am I talking about? I already mentioned it once. It is the Metaverse. Dun, 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 right? The Metaverse. And you say, yo, Mike, what the fuck is a Metaverse? A Metaverse? It's going to be our universe. Well, not actually, but it's going to be a widely occupied space. And I got my fingers up, a location, if you will, in our brains and on the internet. Think of Internet 2, 3, 4.0. Think of Internet live. Think of Internet vivid and visual. Now, there have been a couple movies. I don't watch a lot of movies or TV, but I remember one called Ready Player One. And once again, I'm not advertising for the movie. I'm not advertising for anybody because I try to keep this show ad free, and I have yet to read one ad in the year and a half this show has been going. Not one. But I rely on you, your support. Support the show, please. If you can do so financially, go to the show notes. Venmo, PayPal, Cashapp. If you want to send me a box of cash, that would be cool too. Hit me up. I will send you my mailing address, mikesopinionshow@gmail.com. You can email me directly. But anything that I mention on this show, I always like to reiterate that I'm not, on the low, just like getting advertising dollars to say it. No, this is just part of the research, that I do. So I can't tell you how immersive I think this is going to be for all of us. Right? Give you a little context. Do you remember your first cell phone? Your first mobile phone? Now you could have been like way back in the Get Smart days. I don't know if many of you may not even know who Get Smart is. Look it up. It's an old TV show. He was a spy who was clumsy. Anyway, the Get Smart, he had the shoe phone. He had the suitcase phone. And like back in the days, you fast forward a little bit, people had the big, it looked like a purse box, like a box purse with the shoulder strap, and it had the phone in it. Then there was the phone installed in the car, right? Then we got the handheld joints, right? And I don't know about you, but I used to like flipping my phone. I felt fly, like, hold on, I'm getting this call. Flip. I felt fly. Like now you don't have to touch your phone. Your phone could be in your pocket. Your Bluetooth can be in your ear, and you can tell your phone to answer itself. At least that's how I'm getting down right now. I'm trying to stay technologically up to date and savvy, and I could do that. I don't have to touch nothing. Can hang up the phone, answer the phone without nothing. As they call it, hands free. So, this is that next step. Okay? We have artificial intelligence. We have virtual reality. We have augmented reality. Imagine we putting this all in a bowl. Mix it up. And then you add behemoths like or former Facebook, which is now Meta. You add the stock market. You add investors. You add headsets that allow you to be immersed. I don't know if you've ever been on a virtual reality ride. Like a lot of them, the most accessible ones I've seen are like at the mall. They make you feel that shit. Like I did the roller coaster one. I think I did the water slide one. Like my brain was convinced I was on a roller coaster. Like I got the feeling in my stomach. Like it was, I can't even tell you. It felt like the real thing. Well, the metaverse is here already. But like I said, it's not widely adopted yet, but it's coming. It's coming. And I can give you just a little snippet. Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, Travis Scott, and many others have already thrown concerts in virtual stadiums on the metaverse. Right. That's why I wanted to do this episode today because, I'm not breaking news or nothing, but this is the Mike's Opinion podcast. I always like to offer my opinion, and those that follow me know I am in awe. I am in love with. I am amazed by the things we have on this planet right now, to be alive right now. And I think, being the thinker and the philosopher and the ponderer that I am, what's it going to be like in 3021, 3022, 4022, Can you imagine? Can you imagine where we've come from 1021 to 2021? And just in the last 200 years, from 1821 to 2021. Yo, listen, I probably won't be here in 3021. Most likely. I don't know. I say probably because I'd like to think I got another 30 to 50 years left. If the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is generous enough to bless me with these years. Right? So in that time, some form of immortality may be possible. And I know I digress. But it's all connected. It's all related. And I say that because if you look at medical innovations, transplants, I know someone who just had a heart transplant. I know someone who's had lung transplants. Now, those transplants, organs have come from other individuals. In the not too distant future, we will be able to print exact copies, healthy copies of our own major organs. So check this out. Walk with me for a second. You need a heart? You print a new one of yours. It's already compatible with your body. You need lungs. You need eyes. You need a leg. How long could we live if we could replace body parts like that? Right? Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I digress. So, before I dive any deeper, y'all know whenever I do specific subject matter, I always like to offer definitions to stuff that I talk about. Okay. And let's start with the very basic Meta, which of course, like I said, Facebook has changed its name to Meta. And I think that's a genius move. And all the drama and bullshit that Zuckerberg and them have been going through, they just keep pushing forward. Fuck the congressional hearings. Fuck all the lawsuits. Fuck all the drama and the negativity. We moving forward. We pushing through. Keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? But the noun of meta really is short for meta key. But the real deal with meta is the adjective. The definition of meta as an adjective referring to itself or to the conventions of its genre. Self-referential. Yes. Meta. Of course, comes from the Greek word, just like a lot of other words. Man, those Greeks was popping, right? Yes. So, let's get into the definition of the metaverse. The metaverse is a virtual reality space in which users can interact with a computer-generated environment and other users. Basically. I got some other definitions here. I'm not going to go into that right now, but that's the basic definition of meta and the metaverse. And what I was mentioning earlier, this movie Ready Player One, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's entertaining, but people lived their whole lives with their virtual reality headsets on. They lived in the metaverse. Crazy. And like I said, I'm a thinker. I'm a philosopher. I'm a ponderer. I ponder things. I think things through. And I think about the progressions of things, right? As we keep trying to get this fake shit more real, I can see it becoming full circle. Or I can see it going full circle. Hear me out. We keep trying to make these games and now the metaverse real. And I'm going to tell you more about the metaverse because there's land and like real estate. There's all kind of stuff going on in the internet and big money is getting exchanged. But so there's going to come a time sooner than later that we're all wearing some kind of apparatus. Because you're not going to be hip. You're not going to be included. You're not going to be involved if you're not down in the metaverse, if you're not banging with the metaverse, if you're not participating in the metaverse. I can see people working with these headsets on in the metaverse. Any kind of entertainment and recreation in the metaverse. Like, you're going to live in the metaverse. So how many years, decades, centuries even, as we become more immersed in this technology, and then eventually that becomes our normal, right? And then one day, somebody will take that shit off and go, it's the real verse. It's real reality. Oh, snap. I could touch things. I could see things in actuality. But that's way down the line because we don't appreciate the real reality that we have now because in a lot of ways it sucks for a lot of people. For a lot of people. And, you know, a lot of times, mostly that's tied to your economic status. Because if you were, let's say, rich, it definitely does not erase all your problems. One famous dude said, more money, more problems. And I just recently watched a series with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes called True Story. And on Netflix, and it was really good. But you know, he had some real problems, and it was all because of the money he had. You know, a lot of people will say, well, I'd love to have those problems. Maybe not. Just like those lottery players that you read these stories that winning the lottery really destroyed their lives or got them murdered. Check out my episode on lotteries. I dive a little deeper there. Like I said, I digress, but it's all connected. So these people that are rich get to travel. Like, imagine for a second, let's just close our eyes and imagine you are a multi-billionaire. You know, you can have a few million and you really ain't balling because you could blow all of that on a house or some land. So the real big money makers, the billionaires, 100 millionaires, right? You've gone everywhere. You've traveled the world 17 times. You've got half a dozen homes scattered across the earth. You bought every bit of clothing, car, boat, airplane, jewelry. You've done everything. What's exciting? What's exciting? You find people you love. You find things that you like to do, and you continually do them. But at some point, and I heard this brother say this too. He said, what happens when what used to get you high don't get you high no more? You look for something stronger, right? And a lot of times for these rich people, they just want to fuck with people's lives. They'd like to play with people like puppets. Now, I'm mildly speaking from some experience, and I'm not one of those rich people. I just want to say that. Love to get there, have those kind of problems, maybe. But I don't need that to be happy. Okay? But I do know some people that have money. I've seen them with money. I've seen them acquire money. And you know, these things that, let me just say this. Everybody who's rich ain't happy or content. You understand what I'm saying? But these rich people that have access to all these things, you know, they may not immerse themselves as deeply in the metaverse. But I challenge that because this virtual experience will be more than a virtual experience. And the words virtual and reality paired together combine to make something potentially addictive and definitely powerful. Like I said, I just, had the roller coaster ride and I think it was like I said, the water slide. Yo, it's like being there. You feel it. You feel it. And this is what the big bets are coming into right now. I'm not going to mention any actual names. Well, actually I might, but there are companies right now. One, for instance, company tokens.com. They just spent $2.5 million for a fashion district in Decentraland. Now, you can check all of this out. I may put some links in the show notes. But this is just one example. One example of what these people with these deep pockets and these investors and these companies are positioning themselves to own real estate in the land of ones and zeros. Hear me when I tell you, I don't know if you heard it here first or not, but the shit's coming, y'all. In fact, it's already here. Like I said, it's just not permeated us. It hasn't saturated our everyday existence. Cause other, people ain't trying to hear this. Cause they got problems. They got things to deal with. But it will puncture your reality. It will infiltrate. It's coming. So why am I sharing this? So Mike, okay. The metaverse is coming. I'm mentioning this for several reasons. One, I like to say that I am on the cutting edge of information. Now, while this has been out there for some time, it's still new. And I want to share it with you. If you can, get rich. Invest, because it's the future. Now listen, hold on. If you lose some money on anything that I suggest to you, I need to tell you this is on your own accord. Don't say, hey, Michael gave me investment advice. I am not an investment professional. Consult your investment professional, your financial advisor, or whoever you deal with and with your financial decisions before you spend a penny. I'm telling you, this is what I'm doing. Do what you want to do. Now, I'm going to take my $5 and find out who the best bet is. I'm going to try to turn that $5 into $10. Then I'm going to take that $5 of profit, leave the other original $5 there, and I'm going to put the $5 in another version or another leg, if you will, until it grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. That is what I'm going to do. And not just in the metaverse. Biotech, clean energy. I mean, there's a lot of things that the future holds, right? Now, I'm trying to leave something behind. This really ain't for me. I mean, I would like to do some traveling. I would like to have let's just say a newer automobile would be nice. And just, not have to worry about the monthly bills. I'll put it like that. But this is really I'm trying to hit. I'm trying to make money so I can affect the world positively, which is something you guys know I want to do. For my children, my children's children, and anybody that I can help on this planet. That's what it's really about for me. Well, I'd like to have some cushion or even build some wealth to contribute to the world. Like billionaires like Bill Gates. My understanding is he's buying up all the farmland, and I don't dare know that that's completely true. I don't even know, if so, why he's doing that. Because if you've ever been to Disney World, which I have a long time ago, in Epcot Center, they had this place called the Land. You get on this boat. It was a ride, and they had hydroponics mastered. And if I understood correctly, a lot of those hydroponically grown vegetables were served in their restaurants. And this was decades ago. Decades ago. So these millions and soon to be billions of dollars that are being invested in the metaverse landscape, if you will. This is going to be sitting on a server, this land, if you will. Mind you, this is all digital. This is not actual real estate. Now, if you know anything about servers, they have server farms. Okay. Just like mining Bitcoin, they say, it's not environmentally friendly because it requires a lot of energy and it generates a lot of heat. So companies that are finding ways to solve those problems, that are finding solutions for faster computing at a lesser cost, both financial and environmental, those are companies to look out for. But I didn't mean to turn this into an investment show. It's really not an investment episode. I definitely need to do one. But like I said, I need to always preface it. I'm not an investment professional. If I was, I'd have far more money. But I'm trying. Yet to be very successful, quite frankly. But I'm trying, and I'm going to keep trying. Like 50. Shout out to 50 Cent. His first album was called Get Rich or Die Trying. And that's what I'm going not die trying, but I'm trying to get rich and I'm going to keep living though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, let me pause for a minute because there's a flip side. The metaverse has been criticized just, as purely a public relations building. Information privacy and user addiction are real concerns. And I've read a few articles about that. Now, we are all already addicted to our cell phones. And like I said, I dare say they're no longer called cell phones because, talking on the phone may be like the fifth thing I do on this device. So if we transition to living, working, and playing in the metaverse, I think that's more than addiction. It's transition is what it is. It's a new way of living. It's a new way of existing. Imagine you put on your headset and you go to the flyest, the best mall you've ever been to. And you can literally walk around. Your avatar, you touch stuff, right? And maybe they have the gloves with the headset and you can get these sensations in your fingers, right? Maybe the headset has a nose attachment where you can smell. And of course the headset will have audio and video already. So it'll immerse and involve all of your senses. And you can pick it up and buy it. But guess what you're going to buy it with? Because guess what the metaverse's currency is? Did you guess? If you didn't, I'm going to tell you. If you did guess, congratulations. Cryptocurrency. It's not going to be dollars and cents. Now, sure, there will be some that will probably still engage in traditional forms of payments. But if you've been paying attention, crypto is here to stay. It is now the national currency of a country, at least one country. And more companies are beginning to accept it as a means of financial transaction. Yes, there are ATMs that will take and dispense cryptocurrency. Once again, I'm not an investment advisor. However, I'm dabbling. And I can tell you that this shit is moving at the speed of light. The companies that are offering. There's a company, and I'm not going to say their name. They offer you to spin a wheel every day, and they will send you a debit card. And every purchase you make, you get entered to win some type of reward. And one of their top rewards is a full Bitcoin, which is, I don't even know. I haven't checked the price. $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. And it seems like 5 new ones every week. And those are just the ones that I know about that come to my attention from friends or from just reading. The world has changed, and we are smack dab in the middle of this change. This metaverse, cryptocurrency. You and I are alive at the forefront of this. Now, crypto's been around for years now. Okay, but like I said, it's not fully integrated, not even close. The metaverse, not even close to being fully integrated yet. Imagine if you owned Apple stock before Apple blew up. Imagine if you owned Facebook stock. Imagine if you own Bitcoin at the beginning and you had 1,000 Bitcoin. One coin is now tens of thousands of dollars. And as a matter of fact, let me just check the current price of Bitcoin real quick so I can give you an accurate price. As of right now, this very second, the price of one Bitcoin is the price of one Bitcoin is $57,175.50. Okay? Yes. Let's just round up. 58,000. And let's say you had 1,000 Bitcoins. Imagine that for a second. That's $58 million. Yeah. Yeah. So, I wanted to do this Metaverse episode because we're here. We are here. And it's the beginning. If you are interested, it's possible you can secure life-changing wealth in the not too distant future. If we do our due diligence, if we take some risk, it's possible. Now, on that note, a couple things I want to say. If you are one of those people that are in the know and you happen to listen to the Mike's Opinion podcast and you like my show and you know where I can throw $10, $20 and make it grow and snowball something, please. I'm just going to say it. Please hit me up. Contact me. Please share the information with me. I know how to be private, I'll say. I won't go on the show and say, yo, just guess what this person told me. If that's not what you want me to do, which I'm not really into doing that anyway, quite frankly. But if you're in the know, I would greatly appreciate that. That would be a great way to support the show. Also, I am in some things already. Like I said, I'm not just going to throw it out there. If you want to share, I have some links I can share with you. You know, they're referral programs, frankly. And, you know, you get a share, I get a share. I know quite a few that I'm involved in right now. Like I said, I'm not just going to openly share them here, but if you want to know, hit me up, mikesopinionshow@gmail.com. Email me or shoot me up, hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, anywhere, and just say, yo, Mike, what's up with them links? And I'll be more than happy to share them with you. I'm been doing all right. I mean, I'm making a little money. Like I said, right now, I don't have the thousands. Like, I have $10,000 to just throw into something, but I'm talking growing $5, $10, $20 and making it grow. You know what I'm saying? Little by little. And that's the best I could do right now. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. I will once again tell you though, if you lose your money, don't come back to me. The risk is on you, just like the risk is I'm taking the risk. You're going to take the risk too. So don't come back to me. Well, you said that, no, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. So as long as you understand that, then, go ahead and participate. Take the leap. That's all I'm saying. But I want to let you know how serious this is. The Motley Fool, the New York Times, U.S. News, Forbes. These are just a few of the places that I was sourcing this information. And they all have current, very recent articles about the metaverse. Morgan Stanley. These is not like, some cheesy back alley shit. You know what I'm saying? Give you an example. Wall Street firm Morgan Stanley sees the metaverse as an $8 trillion addressable market, which is likely to become the next generation social media, streaming, and gaming platform. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't really deal in things that are trillions of dollars. Not even billions of dollars. Sadly, not even millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point. Like I said, I'm just a man, just a common man, right? But I think that bears repeating. Sees the metaverse as an $8 trillion addressable market. This is a huge, well-established investment firm. Makes you wonder where Jack Dorsey's going. If you haven't heard, the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, bounced. He stepped down as CEO. What does he know? Where's he going? Twitter is still hot. The government uses it to disseminate information. Why would you leave Twitter, which is an established form of communication, even I dare say to some a staple, if you will, of communication in today's world? Where's he going? What's he doing? Huh? A lot of people think the metaverse initially is going to be primarily advertising and e-commerce platform. But they think it's going to be far more, which I believe is why Facebook changed their name to Meta. Yes. Just thinking about these things is a variety of things to me. It's exhausting. It's stimulating. It's interesting. It's exciting. But at my age, I don't say I keep, it's not hard to keep up, but I have to exert real effort to keep up. Because like I said, it seems like it's just coming out. This, that, and then, the NFTs and all of these things. And then what's next ahead of that? Right? Like people are going to need massages because their head has been staring, doctors, innovation in eye health. And I think about all of these, peripheral things that are going to be attached to this stuff. It's amazing. I just read about, yesterday about a robot, a biological robot, which should be an oxymoron, right? But a biological robot that can reproduce, which they plan on using it to deliver medicine. Crazy, man. This shit is crazy. Yo, I'm from the age of black and white TV. You know what I'm saying? With the vice grips to change the channel and the hanger, the wire hanger as an antenna. We had to get up to change the channel. I'm from the age when TV went off. I'm from the age where stores were closed on Sundays. I'm of the age before the existence of mobile phones, before the existence of the internet. So for me, this is all amazing shit. Amazing. But then I think of my young son, still in his single digits, born into this. Touch screens, the internet, high definition, normal to him. There is no other way for him. So for him, 4K is going to be some old shit by the time he's my age. And that blows my mind. Like 4K is going to be, what? You still watching on 4K? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? If only I had that crystal ball, right? And I could look and see what's coming. Provided we don't kill ourselves, because humans, there's a lot of stuff going, and you just wonder, can this earth sustain 16, 20 billion people? They say the world's population will double in less than 30 years. That's about 16 billion people. That's cause for concern is what it is. Natural resources, just clean air, clean water, and food. Just the basics, and shelter. But we ain't talking about that today. We're talking about the metaverse. The metaverse. Now, this is coming out as that word, right? The metaverse. But it's going to be new fly names for it. Right? Yo, you going into the verse? Yo, you going into the MV? Yo, meet me on 17th and 8th in the MV. Like, that's going to probably be a location, right? And you dial it in, boom, and you in there, and you can do what? Jump on, jump 30 stories. Like, you could do all kind of crazy shit because you in virtual reality. You in augmented reality. I think if we let it, our future is going to be amazing and bright and wildly entertainment is going to be beyond. It's going to be a new name for entertainment. Yep. It's coming. The metaverse. So I wanted to just chime in today. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're listening. As I always ask, please share, like, follow, comment, do all of that stuff. I need your support. Take the minute right now. Just pause the show. It's the end of the show, but just do it right now. Share it with everybody. Help me blow this show up. I try to cover a wide variety of topics and subjects and deliver this stuff to you in the way only I can. You're you, I'm me. We do the things because we're individuals, right? I'm not a twin. I'm not a triplet. There's only one you. Unless you're a twin or a triplet or a quadruplet. Ooh, quadruplet. Can you imagine having that many kids? Ooh, it's tiring. Anyway. The metaverse is here. It's our future. And who knows what's coming with that. And coming after that. But I hope you learned a little bit of something today. I hope I made you think a little bit about what's on the horizon. The future is really bright. I'm going through my notes here and I'm looking at it. The word meta, when I had the meta definitions, just to let you know, meta is nothing new. Different forms, like metamorphosis, which denotes a change of position or condition. Metacarpus, meta language. So meta's been around for a while, but not like this. I like this, the Metaverse. I'm Mike, and this is the Mike's Opinion Podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much for listening to Mike's Opinion. Logic Unleashed.